Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll be ranking boss fights on a game that a lot of people don't know about, and that is actually disappointing because this is like my hashtag one favorite horror game of all time. Game name is Shadowman Remastered, and it's about some cult group and demon who wants to bring hell to earth, something like that. I have to stop them by collecting dark souls, which increases your powers and something. I'm not really in the mood to explain about the game. As of right now, I'm just tired, so let me just get straight to the boss fight ranking stuff I want to do. Videos on Shadowman Remastered don't perform well on YouTube, so I'll try to keep these videos simple and plain to avoid any stressful editing. Even when I know videos on Shadowman Remastered don't perform well, I just wanted to make a video about it because I really love this game. The game has a total of 8 boss fights if I remember, and I'll be ranking them from the weakest to the strongest or toughest. And I should also mention I faced all of them on horror mode, which is like the hardest difficulty in this game as of now. Once again, before I start, I want to mention that this is whatever I will say will be entirely my opinion, as I'll be ranking the weak to strongest depending on how I struggled against them. Feel free to disagree if you don't like how I rank them, and without wasting much of your time, let's get to it. Coming at number 8 will be what I consider the worst boss fight in this game. After fighting your way through helicopters and headless body in prison, you encounter this random dude who calls himself the leader of the cult members or something like that. I don't remember his name, and I'm not even going to search up his name on Google because it's not even worth the effort. This guy is so easy, like, dude, the only way you can struggle against this guy is if you're just new to the game. Like, I don't know how you even can lose to this guy a lot. Like, the guy is so easy to beat that this two-headed idiot pose a better threat than him. His attacks are so straightforward and simple that I defeated him in under 2 minutes. There are ways to make this boss fight better. Which is like, I don't know, being able to summon something or give him powers of his own, or instead of just running straight forward like some bull and trying to kick you. The boss fight just looks rushed. I don't know, it just lame as if I don't want to make this video long, so let me just move on to number 7. Coming at number 7 will be Yort. You encounter this man or woman or animal the first time you enter the temple of life. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't die to this boss a couple of times. I did. In fact, I remember the first time I faced Yort, I was like, blood of Jesus, what the hell is this? Unlike that idiot in prison, Yort is actually a challenging boss fight, and the only reason I'm ranking Yort at 7th is because Yort is weak. Correct me if I remember, I think you face Yort when you still have like 2 to 3% of your powers, and yet you still destroy Yort. I don't think Yort will last long against a fully powered Shadow Man unless the developer decide to buff it or something. Coming at number 6 will be none other than Jack the Ripper. Why a lot of people consider this boss fight hard, I just consider it annoying because Jack would have been so much easier to kill if he didn't climb walls like some Spider-Man, but I can't complain because a boss fight isn't expected to be easy. I don't know how badly this guy hates the outside world because it takes a long time to even arrive at the room where he's located, and it's very easy to get lost in the London map if you are playing the game for the first time. I'm not gonna lie, the guy can be very hard to face sometimes, and sometimes it just depends on my mood. Sometimes I just defeat it with ease, sometimes then I just struggle against him. Against this guy, your life bar is nothing, as you can easily drain your health with the way he stabs fast. The reason I put him at number 6 is because I think Jack is mostly challenging to first time players or dumb people who can't observe. Hear me out. I won't act like I've never died to Jack a couple of times, but honestly, it's not that challenging as some people making out to be. His moveset and range are very limited, and once he jumps up, you already expect him to jump down to where you are, and which you can easily dodge. The only stressful thing in this boss fight is that Jack has a lot of health, and it will take a lot of shots to put him down, and most of the time he's always running away. So I don't know, the boss fight is just like long and something like that. But anyway, if you stay patient and face him with a cool head, you won't find him that challenging. Coming at number 5 will be this helicopter dude. After roaming around a boring map for hours, we come across this fat dude who just wants to kill you, and for some reason there's an helicopter here too. I'm going to be honest, this boss fight was hard. I watched some Shadowman videos on YouTube, and like the YouTuber was playing on, I think, normal difficulty. So the helicopter didn't actually rise up or anything, it was just only the guy. So I think it's in horror mode that the helicopter actually rises up to help the guy. So it's part of the boss fight, because if it wasn't for the helicopter now, the guy would be very easy to me, but I'm not going to leave the helicopter out. So yeah, whatever happens in the boss fight here is also in the boss fight. I think I'm making sense. I spent hours and hours dying to this guy, but it was mostly because of this annoying as fuck helicopter. The thing shreds health like nothing, and I would recommend taking out the helicopter first before facing the fat dude. Unlike most bosses in this game, this fat dude is actually one of the few people that I can't beat at one take. You know, I had to rely on save state before I can beat him. Coming at number 4 will be Saraf Queen. Saraf Queen is actually one of the few bosses in this game that actually feels like a boss instead of some random dude in a shirt that is run like a cow. She has more than 3 different types of attacks, and some can even one-shot you. I think the first time I met her, I had a shadow power level of 3 and I had to run away because she was tough. I can't remember. You know, that long I played this game. I'm just saying most of these things from memory, but I think I struggled a lot with her. And you know, she actually impressed me. The boss fight actually impressed me. You know, instead of, she actually feels like a boss, different attacks. Yeah, she's actually, you know, inhuman. That's the best way to just put her. Just by looking at the way she spams her power, she actually fits a queen, you know, and she does not even say that she's a queen. Unlike someone that spams, I'm a leader, I'm a leader, I'm a leader, and yet he can't even do shit. Coming at number 3 will be this guy that loves his mom too much. Forgive me for calling them this man or this woman, cause I don't remember their names and I'm too lazy to do research about their names. So, you know, as far you can see their video on your screen, you can tell who they are. After roaming around in a dark house for some reason I can't remember it, as long as I played the game, you encounter this man that loves his mom so much. Mama this, mama that, my mama don't love you, my mama love you, my mom blah 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 something. I don't know if it's because I'm playing on horror mode, but the man became more stressful and annoying at the same time. He has the habit of attacking and running away, but don't be fooled, he's actually a good shooter. I think he's the youngest person in the court, but still, he's still much harder to kill than the so-called leader. Just like Shadow Man, he uses 2 guns which easily drains your health, and the only way you can beat him is if you have good movement. When you finally meet him at the house, the boss fight just like let's exchange bullets, you know, me and you, who is going to survive out of here, something like that. The boss fight tests your ability to fight close range against somebody who uses dual weapons just like you. You mostly be extending shots with each other until one of you guys go down. So that's why I said you have to be good at the game to face him, or to better explain it, you need to learn how to move quickly, strafe, jump at the right time, etc. while exchanging shots. If you can do that, it's not so difficult to beat, although some people find him very challenging. But remember, I said this video is based on my opinion. Number 2 will be none other than Legion himself. Now, for someone who is the final boss in the game, you expect me to rank him higher, at least number 1. Why I will admit it's tough to beat Legion, I will say he isn't that challenging. Hear me out. During his first phase, you can dodge him by jumping sideways without even looking. During his second phase, I think he's more vulnerable, or whatever that word they call it. Moving or jumping sideways will allow you to avoid his attacks, and you know, you can just keep shooting and shooting until it's over. I placed Legion at number 2 because of these reasons. Legion only has like 3 different types of attack throughout the boss fight, which do a lot of damage, yes, but they are easily avoidable if you have good movement. Legion is always open and doesn't have any form of defense. The only strategy about the fight is that Legion has large amounts of health, and remember I said I faced all of them at horror mode, which is like the other difficulty in the game. So I don't know if horror mode increases his overall health or something, but whatever, because this man or demon can take a lot of shots and still move. I'm serious, you can shoot this guy for almost 5 minutes and he'll still be moving. You know, I think it's like all those kind of boss fight that test your patience, because you can be shooting and shooting and shooting until you reach a point where you make mistake, then you know his attacks will hit you and just kill you, then you have to start all over again. Anyway, as long as you keep moving and shooting, Legion will fall. So you know, that number 2, whatever. Number 1 is what a lot of people will surely get frustrated against, and yes, if you have played horror mode before, I think you already know it is Disco Man. It's even an understatement to say this guy is frustrating. In fact, this guy is a pain. I remember playing through midnight and still I couldn't beat this guy. Like, what the fuck? He has lots of health, he's gonna do lots of damage, his bullets bounce off walls, and they seem to have a mind of their own, as they can locate you almost anywhere you are. Anytime he goes to his demon form, he becomes more faster and he shoots more faster, and you know, the bullets ricochet or whatever that word, ricochet more faster, etc. Funny thing about the boss fight is that it's not like he has any special moves, he just shoot, but still, oh my god, you are going to struggle against this guy on horror mode. God. This is actually one of the bosses in, you know, in the game that I never want to replay. And still, even if I'm making this video, I still can't beat him like at one take. You know, I had to rely on save state, you know, shoot until he's weak, then save. Then anytime I do mistake, I can just reload from the save, shoot, weak him, save, something like that. That was the only way I was able to beat him. If not, I don't think I can beat him. You know, as of now I'm recording, I don't think I can beat him at one take, because it just take hours and hours of frustration. Anyway, you know, so that's like my ranking of this video. You know, you can, anything you want anything you think that if you think my the way I rank them is not cool, you can always comment blah 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 something like that. So anyway, let me just end the video here because oh, good night guys.